forgot that you mentioned that. See, this is the great thing. If I do co-commentary, you'll say things, and I'll forget about it and still be surprised.
You're exactly everything I could ask for.
Well, there you go.
Now, I'm terrified of other players in this game.
Yeah.
So I think I spent about 5 minutes here just waiting for him, hoping he would walk under me.
Well, this is the thing. This is why I play offline. Because while I love the idea of the mechanic, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I fear it greatly.
I am so afraid of everyone who invades me.
Yeah.
Which, I like that, but at the same time it's because of people who just cheat.
Yeah. And it's also, I mean, on the PC version, Games for Windows Live.
Games for Windows Live.
Because I got the PC version in a Steam sale for like $13, which was great. And I was like, oh, yes, please.
That's like how much you would pay for the DLC on a console.
Yeah. So, for me, it was like, yeah, I'll buy that, and I started playing online, because it's like, oh, it's so easy just to do the online, because it's just I'm connected because I'm on a computer, you know, and it's like, well, fight one guy, lag, like it wasn't lag, but it was like he was like jumping through me back and forth, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead. I didn't even see him attack me.
Well, that was fun.
So, maybe I have a bad internet connection, but
no, that's Games for Windows Live.
Okay.
Like, you'll see, it's not so bad with these guys, but there is a bit of jumping around still. And here, I'm just sitting here, like, my adrenaline's pumping, I can feel my heart beating, my hands are sweaty, I'm like, when's he gonna come? When's he gonna walk under me? I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I'm most looking forward to with Dark Souls 2, is the fact that they're gonna have dedicated online servers.
Yeah, no more Games for Windows Live.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
I think the thing is, it's like, they didn't anticipate how bad it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, well, I guess we've probably signed a contract with these guys. We can't just rip it out from under them, because legal stuff.
And then there's also the extra development time that it would take.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I can hear him using an item there. But still, no sight of him.
I love that the lantern is like, hanging off there.
Yeah, it's on my hip.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, shit.
Oh, did you think you saw him there?
Hmm?
Like in game, like, cause.
Oh, I thought he saw me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of foolish because I really don't stand out that much.
Yeah, you really blend in with this environment.
But you know, I'm terrified.
Is the light that's around your guy right now just the light, or is it from your skull lantern?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think it's just my character light.
Right.
Because undead glow.
Apparently. Well, it's the remnants of our soul that's shining through the hollowness, I guess.
That's awesome. That's so sweet. He's having a grand old time.
Oh, he got attacked by some mobs. I think.
No, they don't attack invaders. I think
really?
he might have just walked past it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I actually watched a video the other day of this girl. What she would do is she'd invade people's games in, like, the depths.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't attack them. She'd be like she'd do the beckon, like, follow me. And she'd get them to this part where she would use force to push them into a hole. And then she would get them surrounded by those guys who curse you.
Oh my god.
And she would just keep spamming force over and over again.
So they would be stun-locked into being cursed.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Griefing on a whole new level.
I think it was her account is like Rosie something. Yeah.
Here's another spot I'm hoping to catch him at.
There's a lot of good ambush spots.
Mm-hmm. You do kind of have an advantage as the host of being able to ambush.
I've also seen people, as the host when they get invaded, pretend they're NPCs.
Yes. There was this Japanese video I watched, and it was just the guy doing that.
Was he in the Dark Root Garden? Was he in the Dark Root Garden?
No, okay. He was in Anor Londo and the Duke's Archives.
Yeah, because it's pretty easy to do in the Dark Root Garden because there's all those guys who look like players.
Yes, that's true.
So you can just dress up as Shiva.
Oh fuck, there he is. He must have seen me, right? He knows I'm here. I can't my spear poke through the wall. But actually, I catch him completely unawares.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. It's kind of like, yeah, that's what you get for invading, dick.
Mm-hmm. You can see he put fire on his weapon there.
Oh.
That was a little bit odd.
that should be a GIF.
Just dude.
It's like it goes over, it sees the thing. Oh god, and it's like Dark Souls in a nutshell. So that's where he is. See, I wonder.
He can't really decide what to do.
I wonder if he knows where you like. If he has an idea of where you are.
I would think so.
He's coming towards you.
That was a lucky hit.
It was a good hit.
Yes, please, back into a corner. That's good for me.
Bam.
I love killing someone with a plunging attack.
And it almost looked like it didn't hit him, too.
Oh, I was a good 2 feet away.
Well, I think the hitbox for plunging attacks is a bit bigger.
It is.
Take his stuff. Take his delicious humanity. I don't know if you get humanity when you
Yeah, you get 1 humanity.
when you defend.
Yep.
Okay. Did you get a lot more if you invade and kill the host?
No, it's always only 1 humanity.
Okay.
But the amount of souls changes.
Right. Imagine a Dark Souls MMO. It's so crazy.
Oh. It kind of is sort of a little bit like an MMO in some ways.
It's a light MMO in a sense.
Yeah. Like, it's got that persistent online-ness.
It's not massive, I would say.
That's true.
It's an online role-playing game. It's a multiplayer online role-playing game.
It's an MMORPG. It's just missing an M.
Somewhat. Like, it's... I mean, I guess you can summon people for boss battles.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just summon them in general, I guess, but... I always wish you could have, like, directly summon people on a friends list.
Yeah.
But I do think it's better that it's actually, like, random.
Yeah, that was a deliberate design choice, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there's a... Basically, besides using games for Windows Live, everything is quite deliberate.
Yeah. Though some people did find a custom script that you can summon specific people.
Oh,
But,
okay.
I've never actually used it.
No, I have some friends who they complain that I never have enough online games to play with them multiplayer, and it's like, well, I have Dark Souls, and it's like, can you do that online together? It's like, I don't think directly.
It's a bit tricky to get set up.
Yeah.
Even to just get games for Windows Live to connect. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not an exact science.
It's more like feeling around in a bowl of spaghetti for an earthworm.
It's the equivalent of astrology.
Astrology. Well, let's see. I had a really good fart earlier, so that probably means Games for Windows Live will work.
Yeah.
There we go. I just used the Dark Finger.
What does the Dark Finger do?
It's a Harpy Claw. It allows players to invade you again.
Oh,
it resets
okay.
the timer, basically.
Right. I forgot that there was a timer. It's like, so many levels. Like, you wouldn't know there's a timer. And, like, I guess if you read the title for that.
Yeah, I think it gives a hint in the description.
Yeah.
But even then, like, you could miss that item. It's just so many things that are left up to investigation.
Hey, is that the same guy?
Same guy.
Thanked Mass.
This time I'm like, come at me, bro. Only, yeah, still kind of a shitty coward. God, don't kick me. He has a rapier, he can't kick me.
Oh, imagine if you got him with a backstab there.
So, like, the big thing with these fights is that I have the spear,
Right,
and
so
I know how to use range, so he basically never gets an attack off, because I'm always just poking him just outside his attack range.
Yeah. I feel like you shouldn't invade someone unless you've got, like, a legit strategy. Like, and this is maybe a bit overkill, but there's this guy on YouTube, and he posted a few cool builds, and like he has like a crossbow build, but there's just really one that's cool. It's called like Odin Gander or whatever, and he uses, I think I told you about this a bit like like a week or so ago, and he uses those two one-handed axes, and one of them is the golems, the iron golems, the iron golems great axe that does like that shockwave, and he basically he switches, and you don't see the switch because the items are so alike in model. And he does that, as well as he like does the poison fog breath thing where it goes, and the people watching this can't see the action I just did, but you know,
it's like a smoke bomb that also damages.
But he spits it out, and it's kind of intimidating, and then he spreads that around, and then he shoots out the shockwaves from in there, so players don't really know that there's going to be a ranged attack coming, and it's like there's a pretty well thought out legit strategy.
Yep.
So.
Oh, here we go. I finally got enough souls to level up.
Oh, cool.
And now I get a bite attack instead of a kick.
That's cool.
I don't know if you can infect other players with it. I think that would be amazing.
It's a slow attack, so I can't imagine it's like easy to get off.
No. I try at one point, it doesn't work. Spoilers.
That's okay. It's funner. It's more fun to watch it be attempted.
Oh, we got a new guy. Oh, I wanted to mention, on a similar note to the Dark Fog, my first character had Great Chaos Fireball.
Okay.
So what I'd do when I get invaded is, I'd wait for them to come at me, throw Great Chaos Fireball, and then I'd run through the explosion and stab them.
Oh, cool.
And it worked really well because they wouldn't be able to see me. It'd be... Oh my god, man, you could have fallen off there. What are you doing?
He has so little health. I mean, it was like...
Yeah.
That was, like, what, 5 attacks? I mean, for someone in, like, what was it, the Knight's Armor, or whatever it's called, the Elite Knight's Armor, you'd think he'd be tankier.
Yeah, you would think.
Because that's, like, in my opinion, one of the higher... Or it's either... It's one of the lighter, heavier sets, or one of the heavier, medium sets.
Yes.
So...
I agree with both of those statements.
I mean, because you could argue, like, I mean, if you start out as a knight, I don't know what you're doing right now.
I just do this sometimes.
Whirlwind! It's a blade storm.
Oh my god, is it ever?
It would be cool if it's like doing that could damage enemies.
That would be so weird. It's such an uncanny movement.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's true. It's like I looked at that and I thought of like samurais in video games who were just able to spin.
Oh yeah. Spin and chop everything up around.
Oh yeah, and it's not like they're just holding their sword out, and somehow they're able to spin. And it's like I would love it in a game if you just walked in circles and it just started doing that.
Well, I know there is a game where even when you're not attacking, your physical weapon can do damage if it touches something.
That's scary for NPCs.
Oh my god, is it ever. I don't remember what game it was. I don't even know if it was a good game, but I just like that idea. I like games that have different ideas.
Yeah.
And try new things.
Well, I think the thing... Oh, he's back again.
Back again, and I almost died right there.
But, like, I think the key thing for developers to do is basically whenever they come to like a junction of a decision to make for like the players, they have to say what is the player going to expect the most here. And then it's like, don't do that.
Find something else.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to be super creative and think completely outside of the box and do something like crazy. But it's like if someone says, "I did not expect that," maybe a little, but I mean, I didn't expect it a ton. And it's like that's much better.
So much better. Because when you can go through a game and basically anticipate everything that's going to happen, then what's the point?
Yep. That was pretty much most of the Dead Space games for me.
Oh, I still haven't played those.
They're made by a smaller company owned by EA, but you can definitely feel the EA touch in there.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's more so in like the second and third game because they try and make it like a sci-fi zombie movie kind of thing, action.
Yeah, it just becomes an action game.
Whereas the first one has a very Metroid feel to it, which I really enjoy. So.
You gotta attack more, man. I'm just gonna punch through your shield over and over.
Yeah. Maybe he has a ton of endurance. Maybe that's his build, max endurance build.
Well, it's certainly not max health or damage.
Oh, he had more health than that other guy who came in with the same suit of armor.
That's true.
He's dead. It took me so long to figure out you can heal with humanity.
I still don't think of it half the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ran out of Estus. What do I do?
The thing is, I don't run out of Estus. I'm like, oh, okay. Or it's like, if I run out of Estus, you know what I do? I go back to the bonfire.
Yeah, a lot of times that's what I'll do.
And I'm like, I could get through these bad guys better this time. Without, like, I get to the point where it's like, I end up running through it without any, I'll get from A to B, like one bonfire to the next, without using any Estus sometimes. And it's like, I'm happy with that. That's
a good run.
Well, yeah, and I feel like that's how Dark Souls, like, it trains you to become a better gamer.
Definitely.
In that sense, anyways. Among other things. Maybe not so much with, like, min-maxing stats. Because that's a lot of... You have to go outside. Like, I feel like you have to go to, like, resources outside of the game to figure out all the numbers for that.
Oh, yeah. It's all so obfuscated. And, like, people do a ridiculous amount of science to figure out exactly what the numbers are for this game.
Yep. Which is, like, just... I've brought this up with you before. Just put a little library in the game with books that have information about it. It could be tucked out of the way, or tucked away, like where people have to find it, and...
That would be a great reward. Like,
yeah.
Here are the mechanics of the game, laid out in an understandable manner.
Yeah.
I love this guy. He's like the only one of his kind in the entire game.
Yeah, and he's not like he's a boss. He's just... Yeah.
He's kicked my ass more times than I can count, though. Especially with this. But then, you know.
Like, oh, just chain armor.
Yeah, he drops the chain set for some reason.
It's like, it's not like it's like, I feel like he's supposed to be important for some reason. Like, he drops the chain set. He's the only one of its kind. You'd think it'd be, and he's not terribly difficult to fight. So it's like, I mean, I didn't have any trouble with him, and you seemingly didn't have trouble with him in that fight.
Yeah, you'd think there's got to be more to it.
Maybe he was related to that statue that was broken. Maybe these statues are like the elders of what, I don't really know. I'm just pulling stuff out of my butt right now. But that...
And then the question is, why has he become a metal golem?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that he was wearing a chain shirt. Maybe it was this guy who was on this elevator who almost killed me the first time I came through here.
I fucking love that.
Because it's like, I didn't expect... Because this is what happens. I hit the thing, and I look away until it comes up. I'm like, okay. And then I died. Well, I didn't. I don't think I died. I think I almost died. And then it's like...
Just scares the shit out of you.
Yeah. This game... So it makes me like... I don't know, it just makes me think, like, you didn't activate that bonfire, did you?
No. Oh, it's because I can't right now. I'm being maybe invaded.
Oh, okay.
This is one thing the Games for Windows Live likes to do. It'll try to connect, and it'll take like 3 to 5 minutes to actually resolve that the connection failed.
Right.
So, in the meantime, you're left in the void of no bonfires.
Oh, summon that guy. Mini Artorias.
I was so tempted to summon Artorias. I don't know why I didn't.
Is that actually Artorias, or is that
That's a player.
Okay. So...
Because Artorias is like half giant.
Yeah. He's very big. It's very rarely that you fight a human-sized human in this.
Yeah, aside from Hollows.
Yeah.
Like, even Andre the Blacksmith, he's not... He's too big to be just a regular human.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dwarf.
Probably. He's very bulky.
There we go. It works now. Might as well kindle it while I got it.
Yeah.
Aren't you leveling up? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you have a lot of souls. See, I never go past like if I'm close to leveling up, I'm just gonna spend my souls.
Yeah, because if you lose them, then
They're gone.
It's gone.